Everybody, this is Matt. I just want to make a quick video to show a template that I made for weekly words. It's something I want to start using because it makes it a lot simpler in some ways. It takes some of the repetitiveness out of making the graphics for these weekly words. So I made this template, and you can find it inside the weekly words After Effects projects file. Projects folder, weekly words, www template. If you want to use this in some of your new projects to make it a little bit easier, feel free. Let me just kind of give you a quick overview. Okay, so what this template does is it makes the process of changing these, editing them for the timing of your lesson a lot simpler. You really can do all the timing stuff here without even opening up any keyframes. So we see that for every word, we have the card appears, definition, target sentence appears, English sentence appears. And just by moving these markers back and forth, you can adjust the time that those happen. So we have card appears at the beginning. That causes this to come up. And then definition is going to pop up here. Target sentence appears. Notice that we get out of the way before it appears, and then we have it appear right down there. And English sentence appears. So you can adjust the timing of these that way to get slight differences. So if we see that maybe this happens, target sentence appears happens a little later, happens a little earlier, it does all the kind of the small work for you. So that can be nice. The other thing it does is you can kind of adjust the sentences on a little bit higher level. What I mean by that is, let's say you have a sentence like so the sentence for company. Let's just import all that stuff. So we have the target sentence was that. The English sentence was this. It can be kind of nice to just look at one frame where you see everything. Target word is, I got that backwards actually. English word is company. Target word is that. All right, and you don't even need to go into it and like find the right color and change these things, because you can do that with the effects. So let's go to this sentence. This is the target sentence. Go to effect controls. And what you have here is you have a selector for the highlighted word. So you can move this back and forth, and it's just going to select each word. So what we want here is that one, and that selects that word. And the English sentence, we can go up to. So that makes that easier. At least it does for me. You'll still want to kind of end these by selecting them all, option bright bracket. That'll have the whole thing disappear. And then maybe you bring on the next one here to show it. Okay. And then let's just say that it's this one, just to as an example. So target word, translation. Target sentence. Hey, working hours. All right, so this happens to be right already. Just need to change the English sentences highlighted word to that. All right. And what this should also do is make the process of making the ending slide a little bit easier too. So in this case, you would have a name for this, and so let's make this, I don't even know what this is. French weekly words, intermediate 3. Okay, we'll make the ending called that and this called that. So that's the name of the composition, and if you go into the end, you're going to get this composition not found error. But the way you do is you're just going to change this text layer to whatever the composition you're pulling from is. So French WW INT, you can copy and paste just as easy. And once you do that, save your changes, it will update all this stuff. Okay, and so that should make it a little bit easier. The thing you're going to still have to do manually is if you have long words, long definitions, sometimes they don't all fit on. So if we have office, a really long definition for a word like this, what you have to do is you have to scale this text box up. So you double click and then you'll drag up like that. But even if you do it here, you'll still have to do it here too. So that is one area you still need to kind of do manually. Let's go up a little bit more. Okay. The other issue is that when you're doing this sort of a thing, currently I don't have it, so it works if you have a long word, like for example, if the word were this one, which means to retire, you're actually going to have to be selecting 3 words in the target sentence, and I can't currently do that. I could, but I'll just need to make it custom. And also for languages like Korean, for Korean, and Japanese and Chinese for that matter, the sentences when you're targeting, what part of that is the word, it won't work to kind of treat it like words. You'll have to treat it like a character range. So that's a little bit different. But again, you can always do the old methods. You can mix this and mix and match this. So you could kind of do a rough bit where you do it all with this template and then go back and do the manual ones, the ones that are a little bit tricky. And then a little bit later, I might kind of make this a little more robust so that it can handle some of those other situations. But for the most part, I hope that this can kind of make your job making these graphics for Weekly Words a little bit easier, since I know this isn't the area where you feel creative and can really express yourself. You want to get this done really fast. So I hope that this can help you, and if it doesn't, continue doing whatever method you're working. Okay, have a good time, and looking forward to seeing more videos.